Hello everyone, this is Thor Young with Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap for you on my trade today. I ended up trading LK today. I also traded GM on a little Hummer news from the Super Bowl commercial. I made some good money on that one too. But the main one I really wanted to focus on was LK today. LK was a little bit tricky today, so I wanted to talk exactly about why I played it the way I played it and how that worked out. Almost scared me out of the big move, but managed to hold on for the ride. So one thing that I really thought was really cool was that I actually figured out how to add my pre-market levels and have them auto-drawn. So as you guys know, DOS has tons of good features. One of the features that we use quite often is we use these, these price markers for yesterday's high and low. But I actually added another price marker, this time for pre-market high and pre-market low. So since you guys know I use those levels so much, I figure, you know what, why not just start having those drawn for me so as the stock moves around during pre-market, I don't have to keep going back and readjusting those levels. Now, I didn't trade entirely off of those levels, but I'll show you how well they hold and how significant they can be, and how you could do some trades off of those levels as well. What we got going on here on LK is, first off, is LK has been coming down for a pretty good while. China obviously has had some interesting stuff going on, especially with the whole virus scare, and LK is getting hit hard because of that naturally. But today, some news came out of some possible cure, or at least a couple people surviving it. With some cure. So I was really interested to see what LK was going to do. So as you guys know, when I put my plan together for my opening trade, I like to use pre-market levels, and that coincide with daily levels. So as you can see here, I have this pre-market support here marked that looked quite significant, right? You see how we've got just all of these touches and candles just settling on top of it and tests of it. If you look down here, I marked this support level. This is basically where it sold off to before it started having a little bit of strength. And then I marked this one right here at just shy of $32. It coincided with the resistance area from back here. And then I've got previous day. And then I've got the pre-market low and the pre-market high, which are auto-drawn. Very handy. So what I was looking at LK is, first off, I knew I couldn't get into it in the first candle or two. I knew I had to wait at least a couple candles. And the reason why was because of this guy right here. We started making a pretty strong ascending pattern. I was really thinking LK was going to launch right off the beginning. I was looking for it to get long above 32.50, but then I saw it throw this 1 minute shooting star, which kind of made it look a little interesting for the open, so I had to wait. So as you can see, as soon as the market opened, that shooting star was a good tail, because the market actually lost the previous day, or the stock lost the previous day, dropped significantly all the way down to almost $30.50. So quite the move, and it did that pretty quick. But one thing I noticed was after this second candle, it closed it as a really nice hammer. Which made me think, okay, maybe we're getting back into this long trend. Let's see what happens. So once it made the hammer, and then it opened on the new one, it came back over and it got back above 31.52, which 31.52 is that support level. I went ahead and went long off of it there, and I got a couple of nice partials, and then it came back and stopped me out at break even. Which is just the rules. I was expecting the move from off here, and unfortunately I got caught on the pull back there back to 31 to retest 31.52. And it just stopped me out. Just got to. It's the rules. So, but it held 31.52, came back and attempted to retest 31.52. This time, it did not have the momentum to even test 31.52, so I went long again. This time, got a couple of nice partials, but again, stopped out as it was pulling back and hit me to break even, and I was really stopped out basically to the penny. But once it stopped me out, one thing I noticed, and I knew I was going to have to react quick on this, is I was just looking at it because it really just held right at 32 at my level here, pushed right back up, and it started to just hold here, and it spent probably about 10 or 15 seconds just sitting here. And I was looking at it going, man, we're holding our key support, and I've got a key one I can, I'm above VWAP, so I've got pretty good risk here. So I went ahead and I jumped back into it. Really felt good. The upper momentum looked good. I like how it held the level. I mean, guys, these magic levels. You know, Carlos and Norm in the pre-market, you know how they throw these levels out for you guys, and you know we call them magic. Make sure you're subscribing to those guys. But you can see how well they worked. This trade long off this level, this trade long after supporting this level, this trade long after holding this level. Looking at L2, saw great sellers, saw the bid rushing in a little bit. That helped a lot with my confidence to get back in. And then we got a really just great move out of L2, out of LK after that. And I actually held LK all the way up to $35, where I went almost all the way out, down to about 10% there. And then we kind of held over and we started kind of putting a downward pattern in here, and it really looked like we were rejecting this previous day level. So, you know, I decided to let's call it a day, and I went all out and done on LK. So did really well on this trade, made over $600 on it, so really happy about that. So hope everyone else had some good trades. I called this out in the chat. I know a bunch of people took it with me, which was really exciting. So I hope you guys all have a great day. I hope you guys can really see how these levels, look at this pre-market level, look how it used it as a support before making another leg up. If you're looking to look for an ABCD, maybe for an up, these levels give you those opportunities. If you're not using them, guys, you're missing one of the major indicators that are out there. So I hope everyone had a great day, and I hope you're all keeping it green. Thanks.